Welcome to my channel. Did you know the USA doesn't actually make its own World Cup soccer balls? The real secret origin will absolutely shock you. Let's find out.
We see it literally all the time. We watch it fly across our screens in glorious slow motion. But the actual story of how the world's most famous sports object comes to life, well, it's a massive, fascinating tale of global logistics, masterful artisanship, and some seriously cutting-edge technology. Just think about the sheer scale of the FIFA World Cup for a second. Every 4 years, billions of eyes lock onto one single object on the pitch. Whole nations hold their breath. Players become absolute legends. And it's all based on the trajectory of this one sphere. But do you know where it actually comes from? The answer is way more complex and honestly deeply compelling than just reading the logo stamped right there on its surface. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The biggest stage of all. So when we look at a World Cup ball, right, we immediately see the branding of the German sports giant, Adidas. And while it's completely true that Adidas holds the design and sponsorship rights with FIFA, they don't actually build it themselves. Actually, scratch that. They don't build it anywhere near Germany. The physical production is entirely outsourced to a city called Sialkot, located in Pakistan. It is a stunning geographical pivot from corporate headquarters in Europe to the bustling manufacturing floors of South Asia. And specifically, that manufacturing happens at a place called Forward Sports. Now, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill warehouse. It's an elite, highly certified mega factory situated right there in Sialkot. Founded by Khwaja Masood Akhtar, this single factory has basically become the beating heart of global football manufacturing. They are literally entrusted with the most important piece of equipment in the world's most popular sport. Moving on to Section 2, Sialkot's unparalleled craftsmanship. Let's move to and see how this builds. Forward Sports hasn't just made one lucky ball for FIFA. They've built a legacy of absolute dominance. They've manufactured the official match balls for consecutive super high-stakes tournaments. We're talking the Brazuca in 2014, the Telstar 18 in 2018, the Al Rihla in 2022, and now the ultra-futuristic Trionda for 2026. This timeline proves a sustained level of elite, trusted manufacturing that is honestly unmatched anywhere else. For a really long time, the secret to Sialkot's dominance wasn't machines at all. It was unparalleled hand-stitching. This craftsmanship has some deep, deep roots, evolving all the way from Charles Goodyear's very first rubber design. Master artisans would pull heavy polyester thread through pre-punched holes to meticulously form that iconic 32-panel design. And why did this matter so much? Because a basic machine-stitched ball can literally tear apart under the extreme force of professional players. Sialkot's traditional hand-stitched craftsmanship historically ensured that the balls held up against those lightning-fast strikes out on the pitch. And this brilliantly illustrates a massive evolution we're witnessing today. The traditional 32-panel method relied heavily on the sheer physical strength of master artisans and heavy thread. Today, however, the modern era has ushered in advanced thermal bonding. By utilizing extreme heat to create a completely seamless object, we're moving from the era of needle and thread straight into an era of extreme engineering. Which brings us to Section 3, Forging the Futuristic Trialmunda. Keep in mind, modern World Cup balls are no longer stitched at all. Forward Sports now relies entirely on that advanced thermal bonding technique. By fusing the panels together with extreme heat, they solve two massive age-old problems in football: water absorption and unpredictable flight. The result? A ball that is completely waterproof, meaning it won't suddenly get super heavy in a downpour, and it's aerodynamically flawless, allowing for perfectly calculated strikes.
Now, what's really interesting about this next detail is the most staggering feature of the 2026 Trionda: 500 Hz. Hidden deep inside the ball is an internal 500 Hz connected ball motion sensor chip. Yeah, you heard that right. Football has officially evolved into a total masterpiece of technology, taking this ball from a simple physical object to a highly advanced data transmitter.
So let's break down exactly how this sensor chip fundamentally changes the game for players and referees alike. First, it tracks the speed and spin of the ball in real time. Second, it acts like a digital anchor, precisely tracking boundary lines as the ball moves across the pitch. And third, and perhaps most importantly for the pure drama of the sport, it assists VAR, the video assistant referee, with instant offside decisions. No more guessing. The ball itself is providing the data to ensure the absolute most accurate calls on the world's biggest stage. It's a real game changer. And finally, Section 4, football's greatest twist of fate.
Made in Pakistan, played worldwide. It's incredibly poetic when you think about it. Despite all the glowing sensors and extreme thermal heat, it's the incredible artisans of Sialkot who keep this high-tech masterpiece alive. Their factory floors are literally the starting line for the joy, the heartbreak, and the history that unfolds in stadiums thousands of miles away. So, the crucial point is this ultimate irony. The Pakistan national football team has never actually played in a FIFA World Cup tournament, not once. Yet, as a country, they're present on the pitch for every single pass, every single penalty, and every historic goal. They don't have a team in the tournament, but they literally provide the heartbeat of the entire event.
It really leaves us with a powerful thought. From Charles Goodyear all the way to the ultra-smart Trianda, the technological evolution is just staggering. But the origin? The origin remains the same. Next time you see a ball ripple the back of the net in a glorious slow-motion highlight, will you remember the hidden artisans of Sialkot who made it all possible? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep asking questions, keep looking past the logo, and I'll catch you in the next one.